Yeah, let's go out here and talk about the tent. I'm getting ready to go in. It's 3 o'clock. Got to the eye doctor's today. Got my glasses ordered, so that's done. Seen the heart doctor yesterday. He said everything looks good. Good flow, everything's good. The surgeon that actually did the procedure, I see him the 15th or thereabouts. I see my general and my other eye doctor April 30th. So anyway, we bought this tent at Sportsman's Guide, and I think it was $100. I don't remember. Now this tent has been out here all year. We put this out here March of last year, and we never took it down. It was here, and we said we'll just leave it here until it falls apart, and that's what we're doing. The boys use it, they run in and out of it, they do whatever it is they want to do. It has, because of the snow, the ice, the wind, the rain, and I'm telling you, it had not come down since we put it up last March. So it's been up all this time. It hasn't fallen down, it hasn't done anything. We had the flaps just like you see them. Everything is as you see it. If we zipped it up a little bit, may have lasted longer, may not have, who knows. Now, what do we got? We do have some rip. Alright, and it's not going to last for long. You can tell just by me doing that how brittle it is. There's a little tear up there. The seams seem to be holding well, but we do have a few tears. We have some stress there, as you can see, or maybe not see the light coming through, so that's going to rip shortly. But again, and there's a tear down the bottom. This has been here for over a year, because we're in April now, so it's been about a month over. There's a tear down there. There's a big tear right here. But for most part, that's about it. A little beginning of a tear down there. I don't know if you can see it every now and then. But for most part, it actually, considering that this tent has not come down, and we put it up in March of last year, again, like I said, it seems to have held up quite well. And what is good is still good. The seams held together, the flaps are there. What we did with the base, I had bought, I think it was 200 pounds of play sand. And then I bought 2 or 3 bags of chips, because I figured the boys would be coming in and laying on it, and I also figured it would also help keep it down. So, Nick, yeah, he's going to come in and pee on it. That's probably why it's ripping, because this is your bathroom, huh? This is your porta potty. Yeah. So, but, yeah, you're my buddy. Yeah, you want some hugging and loving, huh? Yes, you do. You're daddy's buddy. Yeah, okay. So, like I said, if this is something you were going to use on a weekend, you know, this would probably last you a long time. So, but that's it. You can see more of the stress marks out here than you can in there. It ties down. Now, the only thing is, I didn't care for the tie downs. They're about 8 to 10 inches long. They appear to be stainless, but they're not. But they're so slick that they pull out. So I didn't care for the tie downs too much. So I bought some of the, I'll show you when I go inside, some of the but some fence material that I cut and bent and made it for tie downs. And then actually, as you can see, I tied that one to the rock. This one's tied down through here, so this little cylinder wall is kind of holding it up. This one came loose, but I can tell you why. No fault of it, more of a fault to me for not wrapping it like I normally did. And one of the boys used to like to go through here, and because he was a big boy, he would hit it. The same with this one. So, and this may have, oh, this has one of those ties that I don't like. See it? Because it just doesn't hold. Even if you put it on an angle, it just seems to want to tear the earth. It just doesn't seem to want to work. So, I don't like the ties. The where they go into the ground. The tie downs themselves are fine. But that's basically it. So like I said, well, this is all going to get redone this year too. I got to change it for the boys because this has been here like this for a couple years now. They need change, all right? So for the most part, it's holding up really well. Get them easy tied down. That one I wrapped it around the rock, as you can see. And that's about it. Now this year we are going to take this down. We're not going to leave it up here anymore. And we've got other plans, because like I say, we're going to make some changes. And we're going to use a lot of those cylinders, if not all of them, over here as well. And I want to redo this a little bit and get this redone. They do go in there and lay down when it gets hot because it's cool in there, because it's, you know, concrete and it's got dirt on it and it gets a breeze through it, so they like to go in there. I'm just going to redo it a little bit and clean it up. But back to the tent again. If I was a camper on an average, 2, 3, 4 times a year, I think I heard a train. And there's well, they say it'll sleep 4 comfortably, and I can see that, depending on, how you want to situate them and how close they are and so on and so forth. To me, that's a 2-person tent because I like to have room and I like to have a lot of stuff with me. Not that I'm a camper. I think I camped out once in my life. I'm just not into it. And when we did, I had to have all the comforts of home with me. And it was only for one night. So that, to me, would be for 2 people. Now, this isn't, I think this is the 8, no, this is the 10. I think this is the 10. They have an 8-foot and a 10-foot, I think it was 12, 14. And I think this was the one, I think it was either 10 or 12, whatever the base looks like to you. I believe it was normally $149. I'd have to talk to the wife, and I think it was on sale for $129 or something like that, or it was $149 and $129 as a member, or whatever the case may be. But I'll tell you, like I say, for it being out here for over a year, winter, rain, summer, wind, ice, you name it, with it open, and it got blown around a lot, and none of the tie-down areas tore out. The fabric itself started to give here and there. Like I say, I think it's a good tent for the money, Even if you want to pitch one in the backyard for the kids for the summer. If you were to take this down every winter, you'd probably get 2 or 3 summers out of it without a problem. So, but that's about it, guys. So the wife just ran around the lawn once with the chopper, and I got to get the wiring done on the trailer. Once I get the wiring done, the trailer is going to go back over where it belongs. And then this summer, I may work on getting some of that wood organized and start to cut it and split it. And I'll do that when I take care of scalping that tree back there. The wife wants me to get rid of it. We cut that down, and it decided to grow again. And I said, you know what? If it wants to grow that badly, I'm just going to grow. And it started growing and producing chestnuts and everything else. But now it's becoming a pain in the ass because the chestnuts are getting all over the place. The squirrels are getting them, which are fine. I don't mind. Squirrels have to eat. But the spiny core around the chestnut, they leave all over the yard. We come out here barefooted sometimes. The boys are out here all the time barefooted. So it comes to a point to where I have to take it down. And that's about it. So like I said, the wife did a quick chop, and maybe next weekend, they're talking rain again for the next couple of days. So maybe next weekend I'll be much better because I'll be able to do things. I'll come out here with the leaf blower and blow some of these leaves around, then we'll run over them with the chopper here and cut them up, mulch them into the ground, and get that taken care of. Got to get the trash out. Got to empty this out. I had a couple of really old rags that were out here in the sink all winter. There's the train. I knew I heard it. Our trees were blossoming down there. But like I say, they were good enough to use for if I want to do an oil change or something. So I threw them in there with some detergent. And tomorrow or whenever after it rains, I'll come out here and dump them and let them drain and clean up. But I got to get this cleaned up, and we'll get it. You know, like I say, probably this next rain will be one of our later ones. So, you know, we shouldn't be seeing as many of them as we have been, because it's been raining a lot. And naturally, we need the rain because we didn't get much snow. So our reservoirs need to be cleaned or filled. You know, our water in the summer depends on our water in the winter. So that's about it, guys. So I was going to do some printing because there's a few things I want to do for somebody, but I haven't had a chance to do it. I did get on the radio this morning, and I was talking with a few friends in Kansas City, and they're doing well. They're glad to hear I'm doing well, which I'm glad they're glad, and I'm glad as well. So, but that's about it. So, all right. So for most part, I'm going to shut down. It's a little after 3. It's 3:15. So it's PM, and I'm going to shut down and get ready and head into the house and chill. Maybe take a shower. All right. Getting a little funky. So a shower's not going to hurt. I mean, I've been showering. If I don't shower every day, I don't feel good. But I didn't shower this morning, so therefore I feel funky. In the summertime, I shower twice a day, if that's any concern of you guys. So, all right. So that's about it. Oh, and I wanted to... This is a UV5R by Bofang, and I wanted to bring this into the picture for somebody. So I can't remember, Radio Slave maybe, or I forgot his channel name. He's getting into shortwave and things like that, and prepping and disaster, and he was talking about radios and things, and I wanted him to see this one because I think these cost like $30 a piece. I mean, they're out there, you know, and they're full 5 watt. They're not like those little GMR radios that are only running milliwatts. So they're a bit of a pain in the ass to program, but the manual's pretty good, you know, and you can find all your frequencies online. I'll do a video on that someday. All right, guys, I'm taking this in. Catch you later.